He's not here, but he's everywhere. Another presidential campaign rally without the presidential candidate. They've gathered from all over Merida and the Venezuelan Andes, even though everyone knows Hugo Chavez isn't coming. It doesn't seem to matter.
Attempts by Chavez's opponents to exploit his illness haven't worked. He has a commanding lead in the polls. But it has focused the minds of supporters of his Bolivarian revolution, who argue that it underscores the need to have an honest and open debate now on safeguarding the achievements of the last 12 years for when he does finally leave office, be that sooner or later.
Certainly the president gives the impression of a man who isn't going anywhere. Since his return from a Cuban hospital, he's made several television appearances, robustly debating the issues of the day with a strong voice and a clear mind. The political polarization is so intense that even to broach the subject of transition is often interpreted as helping the opposition. But away from the election rhetoric, grassroots socialist organizations are having a serious discussion about the future.
We need to consider all scenarios, and that's why we argue we must participate in the discussion between all the socialist movements about alternatives to replace the president.
So has Chavez's recent illness focused the minds of those in the inner circle as well?
Any leader in the Socialist Party has the potential to reach any level of the Venezuelan government. The time will come. I don't think President Chavez has to be replaced tomorrow. It's not a question of who succeeds whom.
The party's leadership has publicly closed ranks. The irony is that the opposition, both at home and abroad, has been able to seize on the lack of an open discussion as proof that the Bolivarian revolution is entirely dependent on one man. Acuna scoffs at the idea.
It's not the case that if President Chavez dies, the revolution will end, but that it is essential to consolidate the process.
And on that, both grassroots activists and parliamentary insiders are in agreement. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, Merida, Venezuela.